Oh, good evening. Hi there. Just thought I'd show you what's going on here with me with the art designs I'm progressing for me next wood carving. Just like to share with you this this chest that I've made perhaps 5 years ago now, with this ring-a-rick design on top of it from a weather vane they found in Gotland. So from this really I've developed this original design from about 1,000 years ago. I like that design so much that I've got a bigger piece of wood basically from somewhere, and so you got the same, well, it's the same sort of thing twice. So look, isn't quite finished yet, this one, it's just another 10% what's doing. So this thing, this element like this twice now, and I've got this kind of crossover in the middle. And I've recently, well, a few months ago, I was shown this this guy's work. It's Jonas, I think he's pronounced it Lou Markusen, something like that. Guy's got his own website on helping. He's like shows how different Viking art styles, their elements which define them really. You know what they should include and how you you know how one is defined different to the other by different elements in it. You know, different things within its style. And I noticed on his website he's got you know, he shows composition and flow and different like outline and different. He breaks it down for you really, and kind of helps you to see it really in a way you might not have done before. And I noticed that this this bit here I just kind of made up myself just to get this design bigger. I've ended up with this like crossover thing, and that's one of the elements here I've drawn out, is a way of crossing over. Like he'd seen that himself on other ring-a-rick work, perhaps on rune stones or other work in that style. So he's kind of listed that as one of the kind of flow patterns that you can use, or he's highlighted, he's seen that in work. It's one of the bits, so that's kind of encouraging to know that I was on the like the right, you know, right sort of track. Just I found that myself before I even knew this guy's work. Yeah, so that's handy. So I've on this new design, I've kept this idea. So this is my, so that would have been the chest, the original, doubled up with this bit in it, like I say, and then he's obviously highlighting the obvious double crosses, the like fish-shaped things that I've already got. He's pinching these, or he's highlighting these elements from the weather vane and other bits, so that he's saying, you know, like got this and this bit. I've never seen this kind of element before. He's noticed that on other work and includes it in his like description of ring-a-rick style. So I've perhaps added this in pink, like round here. It's like one of the smaller serpent bits going on. So I'm gonna have that at each end of my composition. And a bit that he's brought out in the designs is this kind of dog bone shaped thing, which I've overlaid on top of the original bits, and you can see that when you look on like the, this is more of the original where, look, if you look at that for a bit you can see that dog bone thing going on, and that is really quite symmetrical. And I just sort of drew it badly really, and didn't really pick up on that as much as I could have done here. So it's kind of distilled that down a bit really. So I'm going to make a big deal out of getting these two bits more symmetrical, which has helped me, I think. So I've included that, which I hadn't really realised. And these two ends are quite nice that he's seen in other work and includes it in his description of Ringerick. So with his help basically, and what I've already done, I've already find this crossover myself really. Yeah, so I'm going to combine all those elements and then make, rather than you start with a 2 egg, for want of a better word description, from the original weather vane to a 4-piece thing that I've come up with. And now we're looking at, because I've now got this much larger piece of oak to work on now. So the third carving of this, like a series it could be a 6 egg thing. So we're looking at, it's not the biggest bit of wood in the world, but it's about as big as you can get in your car basically for me to take to a show and stuff. It's we're starting to come on, for a display piece. This really should be something. So yeah, thanks for watching that. And what I'm doing is just one other thing. I use a little tip if anyone's wants to draw on some wood to make it look kind of authentic without using. You can use charcoal, yeah, which is totally authentic, without a smudge. And if you're trying to, I might be working on this for a couple of 3 years, perhaps. If it's going to take more than a couple of years to get this much carving done at shows. So basically, I don't want. If you use a black marker pen, it looks like that's what you've done, really. You can see it's like artificially, it's like too good, too bold. Nothing impermanent, it's not going to wash off in the rain and stuff, but if you use a China marking pencil, it's somewhere between a crayon and a normal like lead pencil really. So it's quite black, and you find as you draw with it, you get like a torn looking line as you go over the grain in the wood, which is rough basically. Like watercolour paper, if you draw on that with a crayon or something, you get that like, it's not speckled, but like a broken line where it picks up the high spots of the texture. I use that. I will use that on this because it gives you the permanence of a marker pen, but that kind of broken line, a bit more like charcoal, is a happy medium. So that's what I do on everything, and it's going to take me ages to draw this out. I know by experience that I'm not going to try and trace anything. It's going to be just draw it, So I've got I've put down the basic 6 kind of eggs. They're 12-inch diameters now, not 9s like the other one. Gone from 6 to 9 up to 12. So I've drawn some, if you can see that on there, like where they're going to cross and stuff. They're basically got 6 foot bald, 6 eggs basically, so it works out quite well for that. I've drawn that much out, and that's what I'm going to do with the pencils. I've got a cross to show the middle each way, and then I'm just going to have to fill it all in with yeah, this more like a glorified like crayon really. So that'd be quite a task. It's rewarding though. It's like probably the best part. It's the most rewarding part of the carving really. You can draw like 100 times quicker than you can carve, but it still takes some doing. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll get onto the drawing and we can see how we get on with that. Thanks very much. Bye bye.